Today on the channel, from the Star Wars Black Series line, we've got an ARC Trooper from the Gaming Greats, and from the Bad Batch, we've got Crosshair.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars Black Series unboxing and review. And today, from the Star Wars Bad Batch, we've got Crosshair, and the GameStop exclusive Gaming Greats line, we've got an ARC Trooper. But for all your Star Wars needs and a whole lot more that aren't GameStop exclusives, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items, and of course, anything over $39 does ship free. But let's take a look at it, and we're going to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Let's start off with the Bad Batch. Of course, Bad Batch just recently returned for Season 2 on Disney+. So we'll see how that ends up going, and we'll see what the fate of Crosshair is, if we'll see some more of Crosshair in Series 2, or Season 2, I should say. But there he is, of course. A little bit of a repaint action. We'll do some comparison later on in this video, but this is the Imperial version of Crosshair. Of course, we got him as part of the Bad Batch team. We probably unboxed that a year ago on the channel, a year plus ago. Now we get the Imperial version right here. Nothing too fun. You do got the maroonish, reddish color to designate the Bad Batch packaging. Always fun to do that. And then on the back, we got the blurb going on. Let's see what it says about our old buddy, or frenemy, Crosshair. Formerly a member of the Bad Batch, Crosshair's loyalties shift after his team defects from Imperial service. Committed to the Empire, Crosshair leads a new squad of enlisted recruits. So good for him. Good for him. Finding work after the Bad Batch. See you later. Goodbye. Double plastic prison. Always love that. Looking good. See you later. We're going to really miss the double plastic prison. Spider-Man style. See you later. With the Star Wars figures, as they have a transition to the plastic free, as we do know. Pop that out. Can you get this gun out? There it is. There it is. Yep. See you later up high over the top. And we got Crosshair. Let's take a look at him. We'll go through everything here. A little bit loose, if you ask me. A little bit loose in the figure department here, especially that belt, but we'll get down to it in a second. But let's take a look at him here. Of course, he does have his long-range sniper rifle. Who's the better sniper, Crosshair or Lowlight from G.I. Joe? Oh, that would be quite the competition. This should plug out, maybe. There you go. So yeah, you can disconnect this, just like the old one. It seems to be the exact same weapon as the old one here, so you can plug it out and it'll plug into the backpack, all that kind of stuff. As we always say, getting the most out of your molds in Star Wars is probably the most guilty party of getting the most out of their molds, and then of course selling us stuff as deluxe figures that don't really quite meet the deluxe mark, if you ask me. We do get a lot of that from the Star Wars canon, but a nice long sniper rifle, very, very big. And then of course we do get the backpack, plugs in, very G.I. Joe-esque. You slide the sniper rifle in here. You got a hole on the side to put the barrel on, so you can store it all on the figure if you don't want him carrying this big one. I'm going to make him as different as possible. I'm going to have him with this one because the other one, which I guess I have right here in his Bad Batch getup, I have this all stored on his backpack. So I'm going to do this one holding the big rifle, I think. But now we get down to the actual figure here, and very, very interesting. Of course, it's the Imperial Edition, so he's all blacked out. He does got a little bit of green in his helmet, but besides that, he's looking like a TIE fighter pilot, something like that, all in black. Definitely a sign of being on the bad guys if you're all dressed in black. But like I said, a little bit loosey in the arms. That belt is really moving around. That is a little bit annoying. So it's a little looser than I would like it to be. But the arms do go all the way around. That shoulder pad will move out of the way for you, so that is always nice to see. No arm nor no bicep cut, but you do get single jointed elbows. You get the side to side on the elbows as well. Very, very loose. Once again, hands back and forth, side to side. You do get the hula hoop at the top. No real waist at the bottom. He can do those big old crosshair splits if he needs to get really crazy in a pose to do some sniping. And then you get the single jointed knees, side to side. He does got that knee guard, that knee pad there that doesn't inhibit things, but it does cover up the articulation pretty good. Side to side of the ankles, front and back on the ankles as well. He does have a holster on the side that does have the pistol. Same pistol he had before with his other version right over here that I have him in his hands. He does got that little, I don't even know what you call this on the shoulder over here on the left shoulder. It's almost like an antenna type thing. but he does have that going on. Of course, the backpack, like I said, plugs into his back very, very simply, very, very easy. The helmet is really nice, got the green and the silver and the black coloring, of course. The visor does come down, so you can get some deep looks in there if he needs to, so you can move that up and down the little antenna. Of course, the helmet is removable. Bam, there it is. And you got crosshair. It's interesting, he's got that like little cross over his eye with the circle, like, you know, he's got somebody in their crosshairs, basically. He's got neck articulation and head articulation, so tons of extra articulation in the head, which is always nice for these guys. This loose belt buckle, though, drives me nuts. It's just kind of always moving around on you. Gets a little bit old. I'm curious to see if it's the same exact head being used. I would assume it is. And what do you know? It is the same head. Same gray hair, same everything. Makes a lot of sense. A little bit paint differences, and that does make it look different a little bit, but it is the same sculpt, everything else. But it makes sense. It's the same character, same basic time frame, so I guess that does make sense. But if you needed a crosshair as a bad guy in your collection, this is obviously the one to get. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I would imagine he would. And I would imagine, right, he fits right on that stand, just like his brother-in-arms over here. It was sad to see Crosshair turn bad, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You got to have some story somewhere, and Crosshair, he was bringing the story. Now we turn our attention over to GameStop. Oh, GameStop, always beautiful this time of year. Using my $5 store credit every month, trying to find something that I don't have. Oh, you guys know how it is. But today we've got the Umbra Operative ARC Trooper, and as longtime viewers know, I am not really up on my Star Wars games, but I really like the looks of these figures. They always look really cool, and I am only buying the gaming greats on deep discount. We see it all the time. They go to clearance. Use your $5 membership award every month on top of that clearance price. You get these guys for under $20. That is the way I do it with the gaming greats, and I'll play that long game as long as it takes. But this one is a very, very good looking one. I like the black and yellow looks on this. Really, really does pop, really does stand out, and I always love the different troopers and stuff we get at the gaming greats. They look really good all together on a shelf. Very cool packaging. You got that bluish color for the gaming greats, big plastic window. Of course, we've seen that with other ones we've reviewed. The plastic is gone from this line. On the back there, you got the blurb, of course, jibber jabber at the bottom, little glamour shot, all that fun stuff. Let's see what it says, though, on the back here. Umbra Operative ARC Trooper. The Umbra Operative ARC Trooper is part of the Infiltrator Reinforcement Unit for the Galactic Republic in the action-packed multiplayer game across all three eras, Star Wars Battlefront 2. So there you go. Don't know anything about it, like I did say. We're going to pop him out of the package. There it is, up high, see you later, goodbye. Double plastic prison, always love a double plastic prison. Getting down to the end of it, I don't know when we'll see our last one. This could be it, who knows, see you later, goodbye. Spider-Man style, bam, see you later, goodbye. And then we got the figure in here. Of course, this is a straight reuse, straight repaint like we always see with these gaming great figures. They just give it a new, fresh painted coat, as one might say, and you got a whole new figure, basically, in their eyes. See you later, up high, over the top. Now let's take a look at it. Man, this is crazy looking though, but nice pistols going on right here. Is this the same pistol he has? It's close. Actually, it might be the same exact thing. I think it is. What do you know? It is the exact same, so you got to get the reuse where you can get it, I guess. So we do get two pistols here, same one we got with Crosshair. Very fitting. But that's it for weapons. You feel like a guy like this would need some big old firearms, but I guess not in the cards for him. But he does look really cool. He definitely looks different. Definitely stands out on a shelf. You put him on a shelf, all of your troopers, he is definitely going to stand out in that black and yellow. The yellow looks crudely painted on, like almost like war paint. It reminds me of Predator when Arnold's putting on the mud and stuff. Almost something like this going on here. But very cool, very spooky, very threatening, I think, if you guys saw this guy coming at you. A lot more menacing than just a regular old white stormtrooper, I think. Maybe it's just me, who knows. But black and yellow, the only two color schemes on this. Got the two holsters on the side, so you can store those weapons if you need to. Nice belt going on. Everything is connected. Got his belt. You got all the pockets, all that kind of stuff going on. Of course, sculpted in. He does got a nice backpack going on there. Got a little bit of silverish, grayish color tones to it. Looks really good. Helmet's not removable, of course. But it is a very nice helmet, very Clone Trooper-esque. The visor is movable, so you can move that up and down if need be. Head side to side, back and forth. A limited articulation side to side because of his big shoulder protector, shoulder pads there. Got all the kind of mechanical stuff in the arms. Got the Boba Fett. Interesting thing, little missiles there on the forearm if need be. Got some buttons on one side. Of course, you got the hands up and down going on in the hands there. Perfect for those guns, of course. Single jointed elbows, do get the side to side. Same thing with the knees, single jointed side to side, ankles back and forth. Waist articulation, always got to have that. Got a little hula hoop as well. Big time hula hoop going on. Not too shabby. Got a nice pocket sculpted in right there on his chest that looks really good. Got the knee pads in all yellow. Got the yellow boots, all that going on. And black and yellow is a tough combination to get color. You have to put a lot of coats of yellow to make sure the black doesn't show through. You do get a little black showing through in some spots down on the feet. But for the most part, they did a pretty good job on this one. I like the looks of it a whole lot. A character, like I said, I'm not familiar with, so I don't really know a whole lot about it outside of it does look really cool and it looks like it would pop on a shelf. So I do like this, especially at under a $20 price point. I have no problems with this either. So not too bad, not too great, somewhere in the middle, but worth under $20 if you ask me. Does he fit on a Ringside Collectibles stand? Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on the stands, as I always do say. Looks pretty good right there, taking his final stand as one might also say. So there it is, a little Star Wars unboxing here today. Nothing too special, nothing too disappointing, just somewhere in the middle, building out the shelves, building out the Star Wars universe is what we're doing with these two. Of course, got to assume the Bad Batch back in play. New outfits, new uniforms, hey, whole new repaint wave. Have to think that is coming fairly soon. And the gaming greats, it's a great game that'll never end, apparently. So much more to come from Star Wars Black Series in 2023, as we do know. But what say you guys on these two? Picking them up, passing, long game, didn't even know they existed, don't even care? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well thumbs up the video, give it the old like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell, and don't forget about the Patreon for even more videos, early access, bonus content, Q&As, giveaways, a lot going on the Patreon channel. And best of all, you do support the channel as a member of the Patreon. And you can also support the channel over there at ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up a t-shirt or a Terry Funk t-shirt, whatever it does take. Don't forget about SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for a little Star Wars gaming grace today, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.